TD Galway East supporting motion 24.
Good morning, friends. Colm Keaveney from the Tuam branch. I speak to you as the first ever Labour TD for the constituency of East Galway. Chairperson, fellow delegates and members, political reform such as is specified in this motion and in our programme of government is certainly laudable, but it is only lesser of the two options available to this government in the context of what we can achieve. Delegates, as you are aware, there is a corrosive and damaging cynicism towards politics and politicians in this country, and it can only be challenged by changes in the practice of politics. Labour alone, of all of the main political parties, can hold its head high with regard to the publication of Moriarty and the Mahon reports. It is, however, in these terms that our continued participation and the conditions of our involvement in government, that is where Labour must stand strong. Legislative reform, while important, fails into insignificance relative to what we can achieve with regard to Labour's philosophy in politics. It is that we, the members of the Labour Party, can do our greatest good in reforming politics in this country. Our philosophy in regard to the conduct of politics must be imposed on government, and we should not allow ourselves be faced down by petulant, threatening comments from sources in the media. Can delegates, anybody here, tell me that they are comfortable with government ministers meeting or associating themselves with named politicians or named businessmen identified with corrupt behaviour? Can anybody in this room tell me that they are comfortable with the toleration of corruption of any type of politics, despite the appeals for expediency? Chairperson, when our ministers and our colleagues speak out against corruption in Irish society, they should not hear the sounds of uncomfortable shuffling of feet from behind them, but rather the sound of a party that's vocal in the support of the principles of social justice in this country. Chairperson, can I conclude? Yes, let's pass this motion. Legislation, it's important. It's praiseworthy. I am honoured to have an opportunity to speak on the Wexford motion. Our philosophy of social justice and the rules of engagement of our role in government must be adhered to. Thank you, Conference.